So he brings Heavy to the rooftop. And Heavy came to the rooftop, and this was around the time, because almost every week or every other week there was a shootout at the rooftop. But I was never involved because I was always upstairs. Gusto built me a studio upstairs. And I would always go up there instead of skating because I didn't know how to skate anyway. I mean, professionally, like everybody, I never went backwards. When I got on skates, I always go forward. So I got bored with that. And I said, I don't want to mess up my hands anyway. So Gusto was like, I got something I'm going to show you in a few days. They had built this studio for me to work in. Greg G, who was our partner, God bless him, he's not with us, and we all became partners, and I did all the beats with LaVeba and Gusto. So Gusto was the back end. Gusto made sure we had the equipment, he made sure we had everything, and we're making beats up there, and long behold, we're up there a few days and working with Kool Moe Dee, Heavy D. After meeting Heavy D, Gusto had a problem with some street guys because Gusto used to be the street guy. He was like king of New York, the new young king of New York, and he was doing it, never got problem, never got busted. And these guys took to him who was jealous of him, and they came one day and we were all in the studio. We had just finished a beat for Kool Moe Dee, and we walked out and it was these guys with guns. And they had us get on the ground. They had AKs and 45s and had guns to our heads, and one by one, everybody get on the ground. And Timmy Gatling had came out and he said, what the F is going on? And that's when the dude was like, N-word, get on the floor. And they hit him in the head with the gun. Made his ear, was bleeding so bad. And he got on the ground with his ear bleeding and everything. They wouldn't let him wipe it or nothing. And we're on the ground, and I'm on the ground just praying. And they talking to us. It's like, listen, we after one person, and it's this N-word right here. They brought him upstairs, and I don't know if they had him cuffed or whatever. But when they brought him upstairs, it's like, if he don't give us the money, we killing everybody in here. So I'm up here just on the ground, and I'm staying calm, but I'm praying. And Gus was like, they don't want, y'all don't want them. Y'all want me. Y'all want the money? I'm gonna take y'all where the money is at. So Gusto and the guys left, but they put us in the bathroom together. So it's me, LaVeba, Timmy, and G Money, and Greg G. It's like five or six of us. Kool Moe Dee had already left because, Kool Moe Dee is the school guy. He go to college, he gets home early, so he left. And we're in that bathroom. We thought somebody of the crew of those guys was still there, so we stayed in that bathroom. It was like looking at each other like, what we gonna do? So we realized we heard no sound. We heard nobody out there but our janitor. He actually lifted up the gate because they locked the gate. And he locked it with our lock. So the janitor was the only one with the key and Gusto. The janitor flipped up the gate, came upstairs, we said, yo, who that? He's like, yo, this is Mike. He's like, yo, Mike, anybody out there? Mike was like, no, it's just me. I was like, we in the we in the bathroom. And we in that bathroom, we ain't moved because we was like, yo, first person to go out, we may get shot in the head or something. So we stayed in that bathroom until Mike opened up the door. He's like, it's just me, y'all. Where's Gusto? It's like, yo, they took him. And they took Gusto, I think, to his house. And I don't know, but his mom and his wife At the time, I think it was his wife, and they were there, and they were gonna do something to his mom and his wife, and he's like, let them go. Y'all got me. Y'all trying to get in the safe. And Augusto had opened up the safe, but Augusto is, I think he's one of the smartest guys of Harlem. Cause he was like planning how he was gonna break away. And Gusto opened the safe, stepped back, while they up here getting fascinated with, we got the money, we got the money. Everybody, I don't know if they put the guns down or put it in their back, but Gusto found his brake, jumped out of the window, landed, ran. 2 weeks later, those guys were missing. And we continued the rooftop, but he told us, I need y'all all to lay low. Teddy, take the 12-track home. I had a Kai 12-track and a Kai MPC and all the stuff he bought. He said, take that to your house. Continue making your beats, and we're going to figure this out. And from there, I wound up going down to the studio with Andre Harrell, Chungking. And we went down there. I'm working with Heavy and Eddie F., my brother, and Kyle West. And who else? It was, I'll Be Sure. And Sugar Dice, and all those guys were down there. Andre was down there. And it was almost like my new family, but I still never forgot about, Gusto and Greg G, even though, I was not afraid, but I felt like something else would have happened, because at that time, those guys were gone and he got rid of somebody. I know there was more pieces to that puzzle.
This was the crack era right now.
Huh?
This was the crack era in New York during that time.
Yeah,
so things were
crack,
extra crazy.
Yeah.
More guns, more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he never feared. He kept going with the rooftop, and I would still go up there sometimes, but he had let me, use the equipment, and I used that equipment to work with work with everybody who came to my house. Whoever came, I worked with them.